Hello there, Neil here, sanctimonious.com. As the 1970s unfolded, some major rock acts, for whatever reason, began to put more and more time between releasing a new album. By the middle of 1977, Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones were 16 months on from their last albums of new material, while in the case of Bruce Springsteen and The Who it was almost 2 years. But such time spans were relatively small compared to that of Crosby, Stills and Nash, who ended an 8-year hiatus from recording together as a trio with their June 1977 release, CSN. Since recording their self-titled debut album in 1969, Crosby, Stills and Nash had made the era-defining Deja Vu with Neil Young in 1970, and then moved on to all manner of solo and duo projects, never finding the inclination or inter-band harmony necessary to record a three-way follow-up. Harmony being operative, as their distinctive vocal sound had been a feature of their first album. The debut set had also been notable for the individual songwriting perspective of each member. The introspective folk rock of Stills, abstract impressionism of Crosby, and the power pop of Nash. And while such labels, broadly speaking, still held true, particularly in the case of Nash, whose breezy "Just a Song Before I Go" gave the trio a hit single from this album, CSN is crafted into an entity by its pristine production. And with the three amigos, for the time being at least, pictured on the cover aboard Stills' schooner somewhere out in the Pacific Ocean, it's tempting to suggest this album is the first in what became known as yacht rock, that term given to soft rock albums with a glossy production. Released in the summer of punk, CSN was disparaged by the critics, but those who'd waited a long time for a new Crosby, Stills and Nash album went out in droves to buy it, sending CSN as high as number 2 in the US charts. Thus, in the second half of 1977, it was Rumours, not the Ramones, James Taylor, not Talking Heads, Crosby, Stills and Nash, as opposed to The Clash, who were dominating the radio airwaves. So, for my in-depth review of CSN, go now to sanctimonious.com. The Dominion of Opinion.